What's up guys, it's Beth here, and yes, I am doing another story times for you guys, but this is actually a very interesting one, or I think it is. It's a story of the first time I got sent to the principal's office, and it's like a follow kind of up story of my first fist fight. So yes, okay, so if you guys haven't watched my videos for a while now, you guys should know that my first school I went to was one of those schools where it's pre-K to, or like daycare kind of thing, up to the year 8, or grade 8. So there was a pretty good amount of kids in this school, but yeah. So I went to this school from daycare all the way up until 3rd grade. So I was like about 9. I was 9 years old, and I went there from age 3 to age 9. So I was there for a pretty long time. I think that's about 7 years, right? Something like that. Yeah. And in my like grade or class or whatever, out of the entire like 3rd grade class, I was the person who was there the longest. So I was always one of those kids who the teacher was just like, hey, can you show this new kid around, introduce him to people, show him where his classes are and stuff like that. And I was also one of those girls where I was a tomboy. I had guy friends, I had friends that were girls. I was basically friends with everyone, or everyone basically knew me. That was just the kind of kid I was. I was kind of like a more outgoing kid when I was younger, and now I'm more of like a stay kind of out of the way kind of kid. Unless I'm with my friends or something, then I get weird and crazy. But yeah, so a new kid came to school, and the teacher came up to me and was just like, Bethany, this is a new kid. I don't remember what his name was. Let's call him Sam. So the teacher was just like, Bethany, this is Sam. He's new to this school. Can you show him where his classes are? Introduce him to people you know and stuff. So basically, I introduced him to the entire 3rd grade class, a couple of 2nd graders, some 4th graders, because I was kind of friends with a couple kids that were younger than me and a couple that were older than me, but like a lot of kids in the older grades kind of knew me too, because my sister is 9 years older than me, if you didn't know, and she already graduated from the school. So like if these kids had older siblings, then their older siblings then they would know of me from their older siblings or something. And I also have a brother who's 6 years older than me, so this was just the year right after he graduated from this school, or graduated, because it's basically not a graduation till 12th grade, but you're graduating from that school, you're out of that school. But yeah, she was just like, this is Sam, introduce him to people, show him where his classes are. So that's what I did. Everything was completely fine. Like, I showed him where his classes was, I introduced him to everyone. Everything was fine up until lunch. So this is how the tables were set up. They were kind of 2 separate tables, but they were just with like a tiny like little gap in between them, and they would fold up like this. But when they were down, there would be like a little gap in between the 2 tables. So this was the girls' side, and this was the guys' side. Me, I was sitting on the girls' side, but right near the like little gap area. And I was talking to my best guy friend who was sitting on the guy's side right next to me. And then Sam was sitting across from me, so like in front of my best guy friend. And I don't know how he became friends with these people, but you know those like annoying kids, you don't want to be mean to them, but they're just super annoying to you. Like, they will tease you, they will just come up to you and be, like, not rude, but just really annoying. And he became best friends with those kids, those guys. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? You had to become friends with those. And like after a while, I was just like, you know what? I don't care. He can be friends with whoever he wants. Not my decision. Not my problem. Okay. So, yeah, we were just sitting at lunch. My best guy friend and me got up. He got up, like, I think 2 minutes before I got up to throw his trash away. Then I got up to throw my trash away. And then, like, a minute later or 2 minutes later or something, Sam got up and threw his trash away. And so by the time I was almost done throwing my trash away, Sam came up and let's just call my best friend Zach. Let's just call him Zach. Zach went. Actually, no. Let's not call him Zach. Let's call him Kian. Kian. I like the name Kian. Kian Lolly thing. Yeah. Let's just call him Kian. My best guy friend was Kian, and he was already basically halfway to the table, and I was just getting almost done with my trash and throwing it away. Then Sam was coming up, and he's just like, hey Bethany, can you wait for me? And I'm just like, sure, why not? So I'm just like, Kian, I will meet you at the table. Sam wants me to wait for him. So that's what I do because he's new, and I want to try and be as nice as possible to this kid. So I'm waiting for him. He comes up to me. We're talking while we're walking to the table, and this is where like the garbage was, way over here. We were like kind of like right here. Our table was like kind of in the middle of the cafeteria. We had to go to like the back of the cafeteria where like the lunch garbage stuff was. So yeah, it was like kind of like a pretty good walk, but about 2-minute walk or so. But yeah, so he went to the table. I started walking, waiting for Sam, and we walked to the table together. And we get to the table, and our table is like in the front middle of the cafeteria. So like, but when we got to the table, he didn't sit down. He was just like, hey Bethany, like, I don't remember exactly what he started talking to me about, but he just started being really rude and was like, what? I've been nice to you. Why are you being mean to me? Then next thing I know, he kicks me right in the crotch, and I'm just like, I stand there for a good 10 seconds trying to process what just happened, and I'm just like, this kid just kicked me. He didn't just kick me. I've been nice to him since the second he got out of the school. There is no reason for him to be like this to me. And then next thing I know, I punch the kid square in the face. He has blood coming out of his nose, and I'm just like, I just did that. I just did that. And I'm one of those kids, I never get in trouble. The worst I get in trouble for is maybe talking to my friends in class while the teacher's talking. That's like the worst I ever got in trouble for. And my this kind of relates, but my sister was always one of those goody two-shoes, always had her homework done kind of thing. And I was close to my sister. I was like in between, where I would kind of get in trouble, but not super bad. And my brother was one of those kids where he was a troublemaker, never got his work done kind of thing. So I was like in between them, where I would kind of get in trouble, but not really, not super bad stuff like my brother would. So I was kind of more closer to my sister, but I was towards the middle. And next thing I know, the kid, Sam, has blood coming out of his face. Everyone on my table, everyone in the cafeteria is staring at us. Because by this time, everyone has seen the commotion and is just like, what just happened? And I'm over here just like, yeah, I just did that. You do not kick a girl. But yeah, next thing I know, I'm getting my arm grabbed by a, like, you know those cafeteria hall monitors kind of things where they're just there, like, making sure there's no trouble in the cafeteria, no food fights, kind of thing like that. I get my arm grabbed by one of those, another one comes up, or no, the same hall monitor thing, they grab both mine and Sam's arm, and it's just like, you guys are going to the principal's office, like, no, like, excuse about it. So we go to the principal's office, and this principal has been the principal since my sister was, like, I think in, like, 2nd grade or something, I want to say. So this principal has been here a while, knows my sister really well, knows my brother really, really well, knows me very well, and he knows that I am not a bad kid. So I explained to him what happened. I explained everything that happened, like I just explained to you guys, because he's just like, so what happened, Bethany? He asked me first. He's just like, Bethany, because he knows I will not lie. He knows I'm not a bad kid, so he knows I will tell the truth to him. So I just explained exactly what I just explained to you guys. And then he asks Sam, even though, like, he knows that Sam might not even tell the truth, but you still want to have both sides of the story. So he asked Sam, he's just like, so Sam, what happened? And Sam says the complete opposite and says I kick him in the balls first and then punch him in the face for no apparent reason, and then he kicks me for self-defense. And I'm just like, Bish! No, I didn't. I use self-defense. I will hit you if you hit me first. That's how it goes. And then he's just like, well, that's two different completely sides. He knew I was telling the truth, but like with every good principal, they kind of have to make sure. So they called a couple of my friends. They called Kian. They called my best girlfriend that was sitting next to me that I was kind of like chatting to also. And a couple, like, I think they call, I asked, because he asked me, 2 people, and I said, get Kian in here and get, let's call her Emma in here. And they came in, and then he brought the 2 annoying ass kids in there, which was really bad, because these kids always got in trouble. Like, my brother kind of like in trouble, where like they wouldn't do their homework at all. They would get in trouble a lot. So that was kind of a bad idea to get them to defend him. Of course they stayed on his sides. My 2 friends stayed on my sides, and he's just like, okay, I'm gonna have to go with Bethany. Like, I know you won't ever lie. Your 2 friends, I know, never lie. Like, you are free to go. You can go back to class. Sam, I'm gonna have to call your parents, like, and you might get expelled or something. I'm just like, thank you. I got out of this. I knew I was gonna get out of it because, like, literally, like, of, like, how good I am in school, and, like, every teacher basically knows I don't lie, so they know I will tell the truth. And they know that I have never gotten into a fight, and if I do, it's because I'm using self-defense. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I know it was really, really long, but still I hope you guys found it interesting. I know every time I tell this story to my friends or people, they're just like, wow, like, that's awesome, and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on Monday with a new video, and peace, love you guys, and goodbye.